Did you know your dog might secretly hold a grudge against you for years over tiny mistakes? That's right, dogs can remember, and some actions leave a lasting mark on your relationship with them. Stick around as we uncover 20 common mistakes that could harm your bond with your furry friend forever. The last one? Almost every dog owner does it without realizing. Number 1, physical punishment. When it comes to discipline, some dog owners mistakenly believe that a little tap on the nose or a light smack on the bottom is harmless. But for dogs, physical punishment is far more damaging than you might think. Dogs don't understand punishment the way humans do. While you might intend to correct their behavior, all they perceive is fear and pain, which can significantly damage your relationship with them. Imagine someone you trust suddenly hurting you. Would you feel closer to them? Or would you start avoiding them out of fear? Dogs experience a similar reaction. Physical punishment can create an environment where your dog no longer feels safe around you. Instead of obedience, you might end up with a dog that cowers, hides, or even becomes aggressive out of fear. A better alternative is positive reinforcement. Rewarding your dog for good behavior with treats, verbal praise, or affection is much more effective. Not only does this approach strengthen your bond, but it also encourages your dog to repeat desirable actions. Remember, the goal is to build trust and respect, not fear. You want your furry friend to see you as their protector and partner, not a source of anxiety. Number 2, yelling or shouting. When your dog misbehaves or doesn't listen, it's easy to lose patience and raise your voice. However, yelling at your dog is not only ineffective, but can also harm your relationship. Dogs don't understand the meaning of words the way humans do, but they are incredibly sensitive to tone. When you shout, your dog hears anger and frustration. This can make them feel anxious, scared, or even confused about what they did wrong. Over time, this kind of communication can lead to fear-based behaviors such as hiding, trembling, or avoiding you altogether. Imagine living with someone who constantly yelled. You'd probably feel stressed and on edge all the time, and your dog feels the same. The solution: practice staying calm and using a firm but gentle tone when addressing your dog. Dogs respond better to consistency and patience. If you remain composed and provide clear instructions, they're more likely to understand what you want. A calm approach not only helps your dog feel secure, but also makes you a better leader in their eyes. Number 3, neglecting their needs. Your dog relies on you for everything: food, exercise, grooming, and companionship. Neglecting any of these essential needs can have serious consequences for their physical and emotional well-being. For example, skipping walks might seem harmless on a busy day, but for your dog, it's more than just exercise. Walks provide mental stimulation, opportunities to explore, and a chance to burn off energy. Without them, your dog may feel restless, bored, or even stressed. Grooming is another area that's often overlooked. Regular brushing, nail trimming, and dental care aren't just for appearances, they're vital for your dog's health. Matted fur can cause skin irritation, long nails can lead to discomfort, and poor dental hygiene can result in painful infections. By neglecting grooming, you're inadvertently telling your dog that their comfort isn't a priority. Nutrition is equally important. Feeding your dog poor quality food or inconsistent meals can affect their overall health and energy levels. Imagine if your meals were replaced with unhealthy, unbalanced snacks. You wouldn't feel great, and neither does your dog. Taking care of their needs is about more than just keeping them healthy. It's a way of showing love and commitment to their well-being. Dogs thrive on routine and care. By meeting their physical and emotional needs, you're building a foundation of trust and affection that will last a lifetime. Number 4, leaving them alone for long periods. Dogs are pack animals, which means they thrive on companionship and social interaction. Leaving your dog alone for extended periods, whether due to work or other commitments, can lead to feelings of isolation and abandonment. This prolonged loneliness often results in separation anxiety, a condition that causes destructive behaviors like chewing furniture, excessive barking, or having accidents indoors. Even more concerning, long periods of isolation can lead to depression in dogs. They may lose interest in play, become lethargic, or even refuse to eat. Imagine being left alone for hours on end, with nothing to do. Your dog feels the same way, but they don't have the ability to distract themselves with TV or social media. If you know you'll be away for long periods, there are ways to help your dog cope. Puzzle toys, treat dispensing devices, or even calming music can provide mental stimulation and comfort. If possible, hire a dog sitter or enroll your pup in doggy daycare to ensure they're getting the attention and interaction they need. Short absences are okay, but always ensure your dog feels loved and secure when you're home. Spending quality time together, whether it's cuddling on the couch, playing in the yard, or taking a long walk, reinforces your bond and shows them they're valued. Number 5, using harsh training tools. Training your dog should be about guidance, not intimidation. Unfortunately, tools like shock collars, choke chains, or prong collars are often used in an attempt to correct unwanted behaviors. While these devices may provide immediate results, the long-term impact on your dog's emotional well-being can be devastating. Harsh training tools rely on causing discomfort or pain, which teaches your dog to fear certain actions rather than understanding why they're undesirable. For example, a dog that associates pulling on a leash with the pain of a prong collar might become hesitant to walk altogether. Over time, they may develop anxiety or even aggression due to the stress caused by these tools. The better approach is positive reinforcement. Reward-based methods such as giving treats, verbal praise, or a favorite toy motivate your dog to repeat good behaviors. Training should feel like teamwork, not punishment. Consider using a clicker, a small device that makes a distinct sound when pressed. It helps you mark the exact moment your dog performs the desired action, making it easier for them to understand what you're rewarding. Patience and consistency are key. Dogs, like humans, take time to learn new skills. Stay calm and remember that training is an ongoing process that strengthens your bond. Number 6, lack of socialization. Did you know that the first few months of your dog's life are crucial for shaping their personality? Puppies, like children, learn how to interact with the world around them during this formative period. Failing to expose your dog to a variety of people, animals, and environments can lead to long-term behavioral issues. Dogs that aren't socialized early are more likely to become anxious or aggressive when faced with unfamiliar situations. For example, a dog that hasn't been exposed to other dogs might bark excessively, growl, or cower in fear during a walk. Similarly, an unsocialized dog might struggle to adapt to new environments, such as a busy park or a friend's house. Socialization doesn't mean overwhelming your dog with too much too soon. Start small. Introduce your puppy to calm, friendly dogs and people in a controlled setting. Gradually increase exposure to different environments such as parks, pet-friendly stores, or even outdoor cafes. For adult dogs that missed early socialization, it's never too late. Work slowly and reward them for positive interactions. Structured settings like puppy classes or obedience training programs are great for teaching social skills. These environments allow your dog to interact with others while feeling safe and supported. The more positive experiences your dog has, the more confident and well-behaved they'll become. Number 7, ignoring illness or pain. Dogs are masters at hiding discomfort, often because in the wild, showing weakness could make them vulnerable. However, as a responsible pet owner, it's your job to notice the subtle signs that something might be wrong. Ignoring symptoms like limping, excessive licking, or changes in appetite can lead to more serious health problems and emotional stress for your dog. For example, a dog that's constantly licking their paws might have allergies, a wound, or even anxiety. Ignoring this behavior can result in infections or worsening discomfort. Similarly, changes in eating habits, such as refusing food or drinking excessively, could indicate underlying issues like dental pain or kidney problems. When dogs experience physical discomfort, it often affects their emotional state. They might become withdrawn, irritable, or less interested in play. By addressing their pain promptly, you're not just protecting their health, you're also showing them that you care deeply about their well-being. Regular vet checkups are essential. Even if your dog seems healthy, routine visits can catch potential problems before they escalate. Additionally, pay attention to their behavior at home. Small changes in mood or activity levels might be your dog's way of telling you something's wrong. Remember, being proactive about their health is one of the best ways to show love and strengthen your bond. Number 8, inconsistency in training. Consistency is the cornerstone of effective training. Dogs thrive on routine and clear expectations, so mixed signals can be confusing and frustrating for them. For instance, if you allow your dog to jump on the couch one day but scold them for it the next, they won't understand what you want. This inconsistency can make training feel like a guessing game, leading to frustration for both you and your pup. Think of it this way: dogs don't understand exceptions or just this once. They rely on consistent rules to know what's expected of them. Without this clarity, they may start to ignore commands altogether or develop bad habits simply because they're unsure of the boundaries. To avoid this mistake, set clear rules from the start. Decide as a family what behaviors are acceptable and stick to them. For example, if your dog isn't allowed to beg at the table, ensure that no one sneaks them food during meals. Consistency in commands is equally important. Use the same words and gestures for specific actions such as sit or stay, so your dog doesn't get confused. A predictable routine not only helps your dog understand what's expected but also makes them feel secure. Dogs love knowing what comes next, whether it's mealtime, playtime, or bedtime. By creating a stable environment, you're helping them feel confident and well-adjusted. Number 9, ignoring body language. Dogs are constantly communicating, but their language is often misunderstood or overlooked. A wagging tail, for instance, doesn't always mean happiness. It can also indicate excitement, uncertainty, or even aggression. Similarly, subtle cues like a tucked tail, flattened ears, or avoiding eye contact can signal fear or discomfort. Ignoring these signs can cause your dog to feel unsafe around you or in specific situations. For example, if your dog backs away or turns their head during an interaction, they're asking for space. Forcing them to stay in that situation can lead to stress or even defensive behaviors like growling or snapping. Over time, they may stop trying to communicate altogether, leading to a breakdown in trust. To avoid this mistake, take the time to learn your dog's body language. Pay attention to their posture, tail position, ear movements, and facial expressions. If your dog seems uneasy, give them the space or reassurance they need. When you respect their signals, they'll feel safer and more confident in your presence. Number 10, teasing or playing roughly. Teasing might seem harmless or even funny to humans, but it can confuse or upset your dog. Activities like pulling their tail, waving food just out of reach, or playing too roughly can make your dog feel threatened or stressed. Dogs don't understand jokes or pranks the way humans do. To them, teasing is a violation of trust. For example, pretending to throw a ball repeatedly without actually letting them chase it might seem amusing to you, but it can frustrate your dog. Rough play like wrestling or tugging too hard on a toy can also lead to accidental injuries or cause them to associate playtime with fear rather than fun. Instead, engage in games that your dog enjoys and understands. Fetch, hide and seek, or gentle tug-of-war are great ways to bond and burn off energy. Keep interactions positive and avoid actions that might scare or confuse them. Playtime should be about strengthening your relationship, not testing their patience or resilience. Number 11, not providing boundaries. Contrary to popular belief, dogs don't thrive in environments with unlimited freedom. They need clear boundaries to feel secure and understand what's expected of them. Without structure, they may become anxious, exhibit destructive behaviors, or struggle to follow commands. For example, if you allow your dog to jump on guests sometimes but scold them for doing it at other times, they'll be confused about whether the behavior is acceptable. Similarly, if you let your dog beg at the table occasionally, they'll learn to persist in the hope of getting a treat even when it's inconvenient or inappropriate. Providing consistent rules and routines helps your dog feel safe and confident. Establish boundaries for things like where they can sleep, when they're fed, and how they interact with people and other animals. Use positive reinforcement to encourage good behavior and gently correct unwanted actions. A well-structured environment helps dogs feel grounded and reduces stress for both you and your pup. Number 12, being overly dominant. Some people believe that asserting dominance over their dog is necessary for effective training. While this approach might seem logical, it's outdated and can do more harm than good. Dogs are not trying to take over your household. They're looking for guidance, structure, and companionship. Overly dominant behaviors, such as yelling, forcing your dog into submissive positions, or physically overpowering them, create fear rather than respect. Dogs subjected to dominance-based training methods may become anxious, withdrawn, or even aggressive. They might obey out of fear, but this doesn't foster a healthy, trusting relationship. Instead, aim to be a confident and kind leader. Dogs respond better to guidance rooted in trust and positive reinforcement. Teach them what you expect through consistent commands, rewards, and praise. When your dog sees you as a source of safety and support, they'll naturally want to follow your lead. Number 13, long time in the crate. Crates can be an excellent tool for training and providing your dog with a safe space, but they should never be used as a form of punishment or extended confinement. Leaving your dog in a crate for too long can make them feel isolated, anxious, and even depressed. Imagine being locked in a small room with nothing to do for hours on end. It wouldn't feel good, right? For dogs, extended crate time can lead to physical discomfort, boredom, and a loss of trust in their owner. Over time, they might start to associate the crate with negative emotions, making it harder to use it effectively in the future. To avoid this, use the crate wisely. Limit its use to short periods such as bedtime or while you're running quick errands. Ensure your dog has plenty of opportunities for exercise, play, and social interaction when they're out of the crate. Remember, the crate should be a place of comfort and security, not confinement. Number 14. Forcing unwanted interactions. Dogs have social preferences just like humans. Forcing them to interact with people, animals, or environments they're uncomfortable with can create stress and resentment. For example, if your dog shows signs of fear or discomfort around a stranger, insisting they approach or be petted can exacerbate their anxiety. Similarly, pushing your dog to interact with a larger, more dominant dog at the park might make them feel threatened. These forced interactions can lead to fear-based aggression or withdrawal. Respect your dog's boundaries by allowing them to approach new situations at their own pace. If they seem hesitant, offer reassurance and give them space. Over time, with patience and positive reinforcement, they may become more comfortable in situations they once avoided. Trust their instincts, they know what makes them feel safe. Number 15. Forcing them into fearful situations, whether it's dragging a scared dog into water or making them stay outside during fireworks. Forcing your dog into situations they fear can cause lasting trauma. Dogs rely on us to protect them, and when we ignore their fears, we betray that trust. For instance, a dog that's afraid of thunderstorms might hide under the bed. Forcing them to come out or exposing them to the storm without comfort can heighten their anxiety. Over time, they may start associating you with those frightening experiences, leading to avoidance or mistrust. Instead of forcing your dog into situations they fear, take gradual steps to help them feel safe. Use positive reinforcement to reward calm behavior and provide comfort through soothing words, treats, or a safe space. If your dog's fear is severe, consult a professional trainer or veterinarian for guidance. Patience and compassion go a long way in helping your dog overcome their fears. Number 16. Establish a consistent routine. Dogs thrive on consistency. They feel secure when they know what to expect from their day. A predictable routine helps them understand when it's time to eat, go for a walk, and play. Without this structure, they can feel anxious or unsettled. Start by feeding your dog at the same time each day and providing regular exercise. Try to schedule walks or play sessions at consistent intervals so your dog knows when to expect their next adventure. A structured day will help reduce anxiety and make training more effective. Additionally, routines can help with behavioral issues. If your dog knows that after dinner comes a walk or after playtime comes relaxation time, they are less likely to get overly excited or engage in unwanted behaviors. Number 17. Use positive reinforcement. When it comes to training, positive reinforcement is by far the most effective method. This involves rewarding your dog for good behavior rather than punishing them for bad behavior. Positive reinforcement strengthens your bond by making training sessions enjoyable and rewarding for your dog. Instead of using negative methods like scolding, focus on rewarding your dog with praise, treats, or play when they perform the behavior you want. For example, if your dog sits on command, reward them with a treat or a loving pet. If they're well behaved during a walk, praise them with kind words or a small treat. This not only teaches your dog what you expect from them, but it also builds trust. They'll start to associate your presence with positive experiences, which deepens your emotional connection. The more fun and rewarding training becomes, the more willing your dog will be to engage with you. Number 18. Spend quality time together. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of daily life. But one of the most important things you can do for your dog is simply to spend time with them. Dogs are social creatures and they need companionship. It's not just about feeding and walking them, it's about forming a meaningful bond through shared experiences. Set aside dedicated time each day to engage with your dog. Whether it's a game of fetch, a walk in the park, or just cuddling on the couch, these moments of connection are essential. Dogs are incredibly intuitive, and they can sense when we're distracted or disconnected. Quality time, however, shows them that they are a priority in your life. Beyond play and physical activity, include some quiet moments too. Let your dog relax beside you while you read or watch TV. They don't always need active engagement. Sometimes, simply being near you is enough to make them feel loved. Number 19. Prioritize your dog's health and well-being. A happy, healthy dog is a well-cared-for dog. Regular vet visits, balanced meals, proper exercise, and grooming are essential for maintaining their physical health. But it's also important to keep their mental and emotional well-being in check. Start by ensuring your dog receives proper nutrition. Choose a dog food that is suited to their breed, size, and age. Poor diet can lead to health problems, sluggishness, and even behavioral issues. Your vet can recommend a food plan that will keep your dog in the best shape. Exercise is another crucial part of keeping your dog happy. Dogs need more than just a quick walk around the block. Depending on their breed and energy level, they may require longer walks, more playtime, or even specialized activities like swimming or agility training. Make sure your dog has opportunities to expend energy in a healthy way. Grooming is just as important as exercise. Regular brushing, nail trimming, and bathing help your dog feel comfortable in their skin. If your dog has long or thick fur, it's especially important to maintain a grooming routine to prevent matting and discomfort. Also, keep an eye on their teeth, as dental health is often overlooked. Finally, regular checkups with your vet are essential. Routine visits can catch health issues before they become major problems. Vaccinations, parasite control, and general health screenings will ensure your dog stays in peak condition. Number 20, be patient. And understanding building a strong relationship with your dog takes time. It's important to approach your dog with patience and understanding. Every dog is different, and each has their own pace when it comes to training, socialization, and building trust. Avoid becoming frustrated if your dog isn't learning as quickly as you hoped, or if they don't respond the way you want them to in certain situations. Instead, take a step back and reassess how you can improve the situation. Patience, consistency, and gentle encouragement go a long way in helping your dog feel comfortable and secure. Remember that training is an ongoing process, and you'll face setbacks along the way. But with persistence and a positive attitude, you'll see progress, and your dog will feel more and more confident in your guidance. If you've learned something valuable today, take a moment to like this video and share it with other dog lovers. Your dog will thank you for it.